Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I don't feel like answering the phone anymore. Let's get started and talk about it. That means home phone and cell phone. Both. Maybe some of you can relate to me. I first am going to give a little disclaimer at the beginning. First of all, there are many fabulous people that call me that I love, and I know I call a lot of people too. There's a lot of folks that I hope enjoy talking to me, and I hope I'm an encouragement to them, and many people are an encouragement to me. But I wanted to share with you some things I'm kind of learning about myself, and I wanted to just talk about that today. First of all, I was reading an article about millennials, and I kind of thought, you know what? Millennials might be onto something. I think we can always learn from the wonderful younger generation is they don't spend a lot of time chattering on the phone. Many of them are, what I am finding from some of the YouTube channels, the things I'm watching, many of them are goal-oriented, and being on the phone a lot or doing a lot of, leaving messages for people and things like that and talking on the phone takes away from their focus in getting things done. And I remember growing up, my mom used to sit on the phone after her chores, and they would say, oh, give me a jingle. And these ladies would be on the phone for hours and hours. And not that there's anything wrong with long conversations. I know I have a gift to gab. But I'm learning some things about myself in this process. First of all, I get a lot of sales calls. And even if I put myself on every single do not call list, they still find me. And so I get a lot of robocalls, so that can get kind of tiring. Sometimes I just turn the phone off. Also, one of the things, and I actually got reminded by this by a few people, I've noticed that I was returning calls when I was really tired. You guys know I do demos on weekends. Now, sometimes they don't always have work for me, but like, for example, Labor Day weekend, I work Saturday a double demo, so 2 demos in a row, Sunday 2 demos in a row. And I am really tired after I do demos because you're standing the entire time, you're talking the entire time, and I really like to work on engaging everyone that comes anywhere near me. I don't even need an intercom. My voice carries throughout the store and probably throughout the parking lot. But that being said, I have a lot of fun and I love it. But when I come home, I'm ready to rest. Well, a lot of times I was feeling obligated to call people back. Well, some of the folks I was calling back, which by the way, none of them have anything to do with YouTube, just to let you guys know. It's none of them are you, and so I just want everyone to know that right away. These are folks that I may have known years. It could be relatives, anybody. Just some folks in my life, I will just say that. And some of these people, if you don't mind me saying, they don't have an outside job, so they have more time to talk. And some of them want to talk for a long period of time, and it's not what I call a light conversation. A lot of the conversation is very heavy. It takes a lot of thought process, if that makes sense. So it's not something where you can just relax. It requires a lot of emotion, a lot of thinking. And I've learned something that I just cannot return calls when I'm tired because I'm just not myself, and it's not a good fit for me. And so I'm kind of learning now at this point in my life, yes, it's good to return calls, but I grew up where my mom always said, oh, if somebody calls you, you've got to call them back right away. And so I'm kind of listening to my mother's voice. And so I was trying to return all these phone calls. Well, when you have 3 people call you, that whether it's relatives or friends or whoever, that all kind of have a gift to gab, and some of them are a little bit draining because they've got a lot going on in their life, and you try to call 3 of them back in an evening, you're looking at 2 or 3 hours there on the phone, and it's just a lot, especially if you've worked a double demo, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of giving myself permission, and I'm saying this to you guys, if any of you are in that position, I really don't feel we're obligated to call everybody back. It is polite to call people back, I understand, but we may just not be able to. And I don't know about you guys, but I just want to be a straight shooter here. I know I don't very often talk about 2020 or anything like that, and I don't want to get into any controversial type topic, but I will say this. Since all of that, I'm learning that I need to take a little bit better care of me. I need a little rest. I need some happiness, joy, and peace in my life, some laughter, some music. And one of the things I feel like God has brought to me is He has been bringing me people into my world where I have a lighter friendship. Friendship that doesn't have obligations and expectations, a friendship where it's, doesn't suck all of your energy from you, just something that's light and fun, whimsical, joyous, where we both go away feeling encouraged and feel really good. And that's kind of what I'm wanting from my friendships anyway, and from some of my phone calls. And I know that this is teaching me to be really considerate, where if I call someone, I say, is this an okay time? And, if that I'm being polite and being cautious of what I'm speaking about, that I'm hopefully not being an energy suck to them, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys didn't mind I talked about this. I just felt like this was important because it's something I'm going through. Me as a recovering people pleaser, I want to make everyone happy, so I feel obligated to call everybody back and be able to listen to people, maybe some things they're going through. But sometimes I just don't feel I've got the energy to do it. And sometimes some folks I talk to, and this could be anyone, they get into what I call some heavy conversations. Whether it's just something that requires a lot of emotion, a lot of thought, and stuff that just where you feel drained. Kind of like someone sticking a hose in me. Instead of sucking out fat, they're sucking out energy. Sometimes you can talk to people on the phone or meet somebody and you just go away feeling so good. And then there's other people you can be around that you walk away from them and you just feel like so drained. Like somebody's just kind of a downer where everything is negative and I don't know about you guys, but right now, and I'm praying about this, I'm praying that I attract more people in my life that are joyous, grateful, fun, whimsical, and I'm hoping that that's something I can give to somebody so that when someone hangs up from me or they meet me in real life, they say, you know what? I feel encouraged and I feel good and I feel happier after talking to Dawn. I hope that I do that. But I do want to leave you with this. If any of you are like my personality at all, and I know some of you are because you've expressed it to me, I do think that the first thing we do need to do is take care of us, where if we just don't feel that we have the energy to maybe call someone back, we can't, in other words, we're too empty ourselves to be able to fill someone else up and to give to them, that it's okay to just take time and take care of us. And if other people don't understand it, I don't mean to sound negative towards them, folks that just are constantly needing us, I think that they may need to find a new friend or a new resource, because we may not always be able to be there for them, because we first have to be able to take care of ourselves too, because otherwise, I just think it just causes a lot of stress and anxiety in our life, and then we may not be able to be there for the ones we love, our family. Anyway, I know I kind of went rambly on this. I just wanted to share my heart on this. You can let me know what you think. Do any of you have people you know that call you and kind of drain your energy a little bit? And if you get calls from them quite often, do you feel obligated to call them back? How do you handle that in your life? I know what a few of you are going to say. Yeah, many of you might say, block that number. But anyway, I always want to be polite, kind, loving, and empathetic. But at the end of the day, I need sleep. Let me know if anyone's with me. Anyway, guys, I hope you didn't mind me talking. And I just have one else thing to say. Turn those phones off and go take a nap or go watch something funny. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.